Well, hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Eek Acres. I'm sure all of you watching this video watched the debate last night between Trump and Biden. And I was praying so hard that it would go the way that it did, that I was just ecstatic when it turned out the way that it did. And I'm glad that it did, because now it's showing all those supporters that were for Biden that this issue is not a deep fake. When people were saying the videos that are coming out of Biden are edited and they're made this way and made that way to make him look like he's old, frail, and in mental decline, what do you got to say now? Because the whole world is talking about what they saw last night. And within the first 20 minutes of this debate is the part that everyone's going to remember the most, because that's where Biden totally went downhill and exposed just how bad he is in his mental capabilities. This is a man, you guys, that needs to be in a nursing home. It's sad, it's pathetic, and he is not running the country. This proves just how incapable he is of running the most powerful, greatest nation on earth. You got to ask yourself, would you get into a vehicle with Biden and let him drive on the interstate? Would you do that? Would you trust that he could drive you on the interstate? I'm sure you're all shaking your head no right now. If you wouldn't trust him to drive a car, how the hell is he running this country? Because he's not. And like I said, it's Obama. All the Democrats are in damage control right now, but they can't save this, man. The rats are bailing the ship. They sank their ship last night. They lost. They lost, and they lost big. The Democrats are all panicking. I never thought I would ever see CNN do what they did last night. And they did the exact opposite of what I thought CNN would do. I thought it was going to be Trump that they would cut off as he was speaking, and it was Biden. They cut off Biden way more than they ever did with Trump. And Jake Tapper, I never seen him look more disgusted and disappointed. The more Biden spoke, the more I think it changed Jake Tapper's mind. It almost seemed like he flipped and became a Republican last night. That's how bad it was. And then post-debate, when they were doing the fact-checking, they started with Biden, and it was one topic after another, that they said, this is not true, this is untrue, this is not the case. It's like they're bashing their own puppet, their own party. See, they're all realizing now what the rest of us could see all along, that this guy is not running the country. He's not capable of running a lemonade stand, and it's scary. It's very scary. But it's Obama that's running the country, because back in an interview when he said that the thing that he would love to do the most is be able to run the country through somebody else so he could serve a third term under the radar. And that is exactly what's going on right now. We need the Democrats out of there, you guys. They're dangerous. For all you Democrats watching this video right now, you are done. There's no way you can save face now. There is no way. Trump looked like the one that is capable of running a country. Trump is the one that looked like a president last night. Trump looked like somebody who was mentally sharp and who could answer questions and talk about issues, important issues in this country, and that he could do something about it, and that he can handle this. When I did healthcare for 10 years prior to landscaping, and I had to take care of clients in their homes, I was assigned many dementia patients. And so I saw it firsthand, how they behave, how they talk, what they do. Joe Biden has severe dementia. And to show you just how bad he has it and how bad he is mentally, they spent days preparing him for this. He had all these handlers and all these people juicing him up, giving him rest, doing all these things to make him his best. And then that is what we saw last night. That was his best. Now imagine if they didn't do anything for him, how bad it would have been. He probably would have just fell over like a rotted tree. That if that is how much they helped him and it still turned out this way, that shows you right there just how bad he is. But this also proves that he's not running the country. There's no way that somebody with that bad a mental decline could be running anything, you guys. And if you can't see that, then you need some mental help, because it is pathetic. So now the Democrats are scared shitless, because they are even coming out and saying that Trump won. That's what they're saying, without actually saying it, because they said that was the worst that Biden could have done. And they're absolutely panicking. And I'm glad that, because now the people that are out there that couldn't see what the rest of us could see all along are now going, you know what? That was terrible. That was terrible. So this is going to get a lot of people to come over to Trump's side. Even if they don't like him, you got to tell yourself, who do you want to run the United States of America? Somebody you won't even let drive behind the wheel of a car? Or someone that's been a businessman all his life? Someone that is educated and smart and sharp, very sharp. Trump went through 2 cognitive tests and he aced them. And they haven't done that with Biden. They haven't done anything with Biden. And the reason why they didn't do it is because they didn't want the truth to come out on paper. So when the White House spokeswoman, I can't remember her name. I can't even pronounce her name. Don't care, because I don't like her at all. Tried to say that the videos about Biden were all deep fakes and edited to make it look like, you know, that he was worse off than he is. Well, now the cat's out of the bag, because there was nothing edited last night. It was all live. And it was even done by the network that supports your party. So what do you got to say now? How are you going to defend that? When the whole world saw what we saw, how are you going to defend that? And I hope anybody that was on the fence is going to vote for Trump now, because Biden is gone. He's gone. He's done. The Democratic Party's done. There's nothing that the Democrats could do to turn this ship around. They sank their ship last night. Their only chance just sank. There's nothing they could do now. Absolutely nothing. Because I'll tell you, even if they were to replace Biden and put someone else in his spot to try to win this election, who's going to vote for a party that can't even finish the job? If you can't finish a job, is it worth keeping that person on? Is it worth hiring that person again if you can't finish the job? Absolutely not. What we need and want in this country is a president that, when they're elected, they can finish their term. They can finish their second term. They could finish a third term if they were allowed. Somebody that can go the distance and do the job. Biden can't. The Democratic Party can't. And if that's the best thing that they can put up there to represent their party, just shows you just how pathetic they truly are. It's Obama running the show, and he can't legally serve a third term. So they just needed a puppet up there in his place to get it done. And that's exactly what they did. That's exactly what they did. And by doing so, there's no way he's going to see a fourth term, because the puppet that they put in place just sank their entire base. So I'm glad that it went the way that it did, because now it shows everybody what the rest of us have been saying all along. All along. Their policies suck. They're not capable of doing anything. And the only thing that I wish Trump would have done differently is that when he got his last time last night to speak directly to the nation, is he should have looked right at the cameras and told the people this: do you want 4 more years of high groceries? Do you want 4 more years of high gasoline? Do you want 4 more years of having to work 2, 3, and 4 jobs just to maintain the lifestyle that only cost half of what it costs now just 4 years ago? Or would you rather work only 1 job and be able to get by and pay cheaper groceries and cheaper gas and cheaper taxes? That's what he should have done. He should have talked to Main Street last night and told the people, if you want more of what you're seeing in this economy, because people are going to be voting with their pocketbook. They don't give a damn about Ukraine as much as they do groceries. They don't give a damn about Israel as much as they do gas prices. They don't give a damn about Russia or China as much as they do as the cost of rent. So when you want to get somebody's vote, you speak to the people and tell them, if you want more of what you're going through, the pain, the suffering, the expense, and the wondering and the worry of what's going to happen to you and your family, then vote for this guy. pointing to Biden. And if you want help and you want somebody to fix this problem all across the board, vote for me, because I will get it done day one as soon as I'm elected president. That's what he should have done. He missed his golden moment last night. Outside of that, I thought Trump did great. But outside of that, he should have spoke to the people at the end. That's what he should have done. And he should have brought up the pain and the suffering that people are going through right now, because everybody's feeling it, whether you're for Trump or not. You're all paying for high groceries, high gas, high rent. Nobody can afford to buy a home. Cars are priced out of everybody's range. I mean, all these issues he could have talked about, and he missed his golden moment. That's the only thing that I wish he would have done that he didn't do. But as far as the Democrat Party, you're over with, and I'm so happy that it came out the way that it did, because you basically got nothing to stand on and you got nothing to talk about anymore. Thanks for watching, you guys, and we'll see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.